Hey, this is Teddy Burrs, your LinkedIn strategist and trainer. And today I had a conversation with a good friend of mine about introductions. And I thought would make sense to share a little bit, A, about the process of asking for and making and following through on introductions, and B, one of the problems I see that happens a lot when I'm a part of helping people with introductions. And let me tell you the picture. So I often say this: I don't cold call anybody. If I find somebody on LinkedIn or I find somebody out there who I want to meet, I look for somebody I know and I ask them to introduce me. Now, if I find somebody who I know who can introduce me to the person I want to meet, however they make that introduction, I almost immediately follow through with the process and the steps that I have to do. Now, typically it's this. If someone sends an introduction email to somebody on my behalf and says, "Hey, Bill, I want to introduce you to this guy named Teddy, and I think the two of you should talk," I'm going to follow up immediately, I mean within hours, or first thing the next morning if it happens late at night, and I'm going to message back to the Bill. I'm going to copy the person who introduced me to Bill, and I'm going to say, "Hey, Bill, I really appreciate this person introducing us, and this is what I'd like to get in touch with you about, and I'd like to find time on your calendar just to have a quick conversation," whatever the context is. But I'm going to do it pretty quickly. Now, I do this all the time. Now, this is a huge part of my business. People will come to me and say, "Hey, Teddy, I see you know this guy named," we'll use Bill again. "I think that I could have a great conversation with Bill about his business and my business, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, whatever." Now, if they position the idea in some meaningful way, mutually beneficial way, regarding me introducing them to Bill, then I'm going to do it. And by the way, I'm going to do that pretty quickly as well. Within a reasonable amount of time. It's not going to be days. So when I send that email off and I introduce this guy to Bill, my expectations are that the guy that I'm trying to get introduced to Bill is going to follow through immediately. Again, within hours, or by the very latest within the next morning. Typically what I'm seeing happening is that when I'm making these introductions, sometimes they don't follow through at all. Sometimes the person I'm trying to introduce to the Bill doesn't do anything at all. Now, I've heard this recently. There was a gentleman, we'll call him John, who asked me to introduce him to Bill. I sent the email to Bill, copied John, and then I didn't see John for a week. And a week later, I said, "Hey, dude, did you ever get in touch with Bill?" He goes, "Oh, no, man, I haven't done that yet." That's failure. If you get somebody who stops what they're doing and lends time to you to help you meet someone, you've got to follow through in a timely manner, and that is not wait a week. That is absolutely huge failure. So introductions are important to me. Helping other people with introductions is important to me. This rant of a video is really all about trying to explain why no, I haven't done it yet is unacceptable. So think about that for a minute. If you're trying to move forward in your business, move forward in your career, move forward in a conversation, move forward in discovering ideas, move forward in any way that an introduction could help you with, no, I haven't done it yet, is unacceptable. I'm Teddy, your LinkedIn strategist and trainer, and I hope that quick little perspective could be helpful.